I have brought you the Maserati, and I come with good news.
Good news, huh?
Yes, I've sold the R8.
You did?
I did, yes. I sold it to Tavarish. Tavarish is buying my sloppy seconds again, which is kind of a throwback, I suppose.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, he's the pooper scooper of the YouTube car world for sure.
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and I'm so appreciative to you all for watching my videos and making this incredible hoopty fleet possible that has grown a lot in the last few years. But I am a total slave to these things, and I'm constantly chasing them around, chasing issues, and, well, they are constantly broken, and really, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. And today, I'm gonna talk about the cars that I have folded, including the Audi R8. But also, speaking of folding, I took the hard top off of my beautiful BMW Z8s for the first time, and, well, the soft top doesn't work at all. So today I'm going to talk about why I got rid of the Audi R8. Also, we're going to go to the Z8 with the Car Ninja to see why this isn't working, and check with the Car Wizard on the projects up there with the other convertible, a 458 Spider that is supposedly running with its new exhaust. In count, I have 12 convertibles, so it's really obscene and stupid and something has to give, and I need to get rid of a few cars, and I am starting, well, with two not convertibles. But before we do all of that and head to the Car Wizards and the Ninjas, I'd like to thank Policy Genius for sponsoring today's video. Rising inflation rates are causing concern around the country and record car prices. But did you know that one of the easiest ways to instantly save money is by reshopping your home and auto insurance? Policy Genius makes it easy to compare both all in one place, and so far they've helped over 30 million people, including many of my subscribers. So Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find and buy the coverage you need. They've saved shoppers up to $1,250 per year over what they were paying for home and auto insurance. And when you have a hoopty fleet like mine, insurance is very important. But not only to have the best value on insurance, but the best coverage for what you need, and Policy Genius is here to help. Getting started with Policy Genius is easy. First, head to policygenius.com/hoovies and answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property. Then the Policy Genius team takes it from there. They'll compare rates from America's top insurers, from Progressive to Allstate, to find your lowest quotes. The Policy Genius team can look for ways to save you even more, including bundling your home and auto policies. The Policy Genius team works for you, not the insurance companies, and if they find a better rate than what you're paying now, they'll switch you over for free. Their top-notch services earn Policy Genius thousands of 5-star reviews across Trustpilot and Google. So support me and my generous regular sponsor by going to policygenius.com/hoovies and save yourself some money. So other than the R8, which we'll get to very shortly, I sold one other vehicle that I'll reveal later in the month, and the reason why I'm doing it's really strange and weird and stupid. I'll reveal that later, but also I sold the ML63 because having 4 or 5 trucks, SUVs, it makes very little sense. Obviously, you all love the Maserati. We'll be driving that up to the Car Wizards today to drop off and get the work started on that, along with checking on the other projects. And, well, the Range Rover I like a lot more than the ML63, so it sold off to Florida. And, well, 2 other cars went to Florida, actually. The other being the Pimp My Ride van, which I've owned for 2 years and done very, very little with, went back to the source, went back to, well, not the Pimp My Ride team at Gas and Exhibit, but actually Freddie Tavares Hernandez, who revived that van, restored it. He has it now, and I also sent him the Audi R8. Really, that is the only person in the world that should have bought that thing because, unfortunately, well, it was a total disaster. So to recap, I bought this R8. I was told by the dealer in Florida, a Florida man, that it was running and driving. It showed up not running and driving. It cranked and cranked and cranked and won't start, and was in pretty bad condition, incredibly bad condition for an Audi R8. And unfortunately, after bouncing from the Wizards down to another Audi specialist, he discovered that it was indeed jumped on the timing, which has probably sent piston into valve and done all kinds of damage to the engine, which is an engine you can't really find right now. Audi, I don't think, has any available, and with supply chain issues, they're not around. They were $20,000 if they were, and the Audi specialist wanted another $7,000 to put it in. So at that rate, I was going to be, well, like $70,000 into an R8 with a bad history, in sketchy condition, and it made absolutely no sense. So I didn't sell it to Freddie. I actually traded it to him for something else. The Pimp My Ride van went back, the Audi R8 went back, and then I got something in return. Something from his fleet, which we shall see very, very soon. But if there's a lesson from this, it's, well, punt when you know that there's no way of getting out. I'm not doing my own work. Freddie is. He has plans for it. I guess he'll unveil at some point. And I am not the guy to fix that thing. And really, if you're buying something expensive sight unseen from cross country, especially from Florida, definitely have it looked at. Don't go off the seller's word before you buy it. I do it on YouTube, and it's funny to see what shows up, but really it is frustrating at times that people can still just lie to your face, completely get away with it. In the day of this internet age where you can cancel people over a lot of things, car dealers, well, they still get away with a lot of stuff. So the Audi R8 is gone, the Pimp My Ride van is gone, the ML63 is gone, and one other is gone. But I do need to get rid of some other cars, but I really don't want to. Everything I have right now I love so much. And even though it is a full-time job to keep all these cars running, quite literally a full-time job of just me running around from place to place and writing checks and keeping track of all of them, you know, I love it, obviously, and that's why my YouTube channel exists. And speaking of running around, let's start with the BMW Z8, the most expensive car individually that I've ever purchased in the Hoopty fleet. Not the most valuable thanks to the Countach rapid appreciation, but still the most money I've ever spent on a single car. And, well, it came with a hardtop on it. I didn't take it off and test it before I bought it, and, well, now it's biting me because, well, it doesn't work. So maybe it's just an easy reset or some kind of calibration that the Car Ninja can fix, and, well, fingers crossed for me, because anything Z8 specific, which I imagine this top is very, very expensive. Oh, BMWs, it doesn't matter that this is the most expensive BMW ever made, especially accounting for inflation and its current value and its low mileage, 37,000 miles. It is still a BMW and it is still a hoopty. But the Z8, so special. Hearing this engine with the top down, what a car. The same engine as in the BMW M5 from the E39, but the experience not even close to the same. This is so fun and so beautiful, but a retro throwback done right. Oh, it's just the perfect car. Ninja's already dove right in. He has a special assistant here who's Googling.
I'm only here to replace these because you got a big problem here.
Oh, my struts, yes.
I think you're gonna have to sell me the car because I'm typically the one who owns these.
Well, I got a little distracted because I pulled up, I forgot I had bought a car, and then I had to go do that. So the whole video is about getting rid of cars. And
check this out, dude. So I got your back here, top cylinder, pressurized, $300 for the set.
That's why I didn't buy it. Thank you for reminding me.
I feel like you should buy it. You're right, here's the motor for $2,000.
For what?
The hydraulic motor. I'm trying to find
Really?
a diagram.
But you were able to get it to communicate with your computer there. And it's just...
This one is the OBD1.
You can make the latches manually move, but nothing electric comes alive when you hit the button.
Yes, nothing.
And none of the micro switches are throwing any
Everything checks
bets?
out fine, though.
So
On the live data, everything's fine.
it's just the motor not coming on.
Yeah.
So it seems like.
It better be a fuse. Well, let's go look at this car that I got. I forgot. Yeah, here it is, an 88 BMW 325i with the M-Technic body kit that looks awesome, kind of like a Stealth M3. And this one is basically a one owner with 85,000 miles. The only thing that's, well, not going for it is the non-sport seats, just the normal vinyl seats, but you can see really, really nice shape. I'm sorry, 82,000 miles on this thing. Just an incredible manual transmission, Survivor. It has a noisy wheel bearing among other small issues, but just little things in the paint. Well, it needs to be buffed out. I can't wait to get this thing to Van Gogh and have them go through it. But first, the Car Ninja has to do some things. A little dent on the hood there, a little damage on the lower part of the apron. For the price, I couldn't say no. I mean, how could you say no to this thing? Anyway, back to the Z8. So the motor, which is $2,000, thanks for that info, John Ross.
Absolutely.
Is not coming on. Also, is this some kind of elastic thing that's not hooked up?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes. And this one, somebody had this one apart. One of those is broken.
They told me it had a new top on it, the people I bought it from, which
Ah.
they didn't say it worked, they just said it was a new top. You know, that's one way to spin it positively, right?
Yeah, it was replaced. They just shoved it in the hole.
How did you bring it down? You just forced it down?
I didn't, it was always down because the hardtop was on it.
Oh.
So now you've got it stuck like that?
Well, I can close it.
We're finding some of this lovely BMW engineering that's made Johnny a billionaire. So it has to go up on the lift, and you have to remove a wheel and a wheel arch to manually make it move, which is now stuck in this position because you all
we're yanking on it? Wonderful. Oh yeah. So the motor lives in there?
I'm just following instructions by the book. That's your hydraulic pump right there.
Uh-huh. Well, it has fluid. Yeah?
And check power on ground right here. Well, John Ross operates the switch.
Well, he's got to go. He's throwing a wheel bearing
back
in
into
Aztec.
this.
Are you about to go?
Yeah, I was gonna roll out.
You just got here.
I can hit the button.
All right.
Key on. The top's making bad flashy noises. That's down.
Up.
That's up.
Okay, so there is no power coming to the motor. Okay, time to look at the diagram.
So,
There is no diagrams.
there's no
It needs
how-to on fixing these things.
No, so it has to be done the old-fashioned way.
Ah. Well, I guess then I can leave it in your capable hands and drop my new prize, I suppose. All right, I'm off. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at the puddle John Ross's Aztec left too. Oof. Anyway, it's just so darn cool. I drove it for a minute the other day. You gonna start? Ran a little better the last time. Oh well. There we go. I mean, there's not very many opportunities to buy one-owner survivor cars like this. Obviously, I couldn't say no, even though I've been down this road a few times before. It's just so cool. Drives out really well. Definitely a noise from the back. Hopefully wheel bearing and not differential. But it doesn't seem to come and go under load like it would be with a differential carrier bearing or something like that. So all good. Air is cold. Timing belt is recent. This is a really good car. Of course, I can't drive it up to the car wizards because he would probably take a hammer to it like he does all BMWs. So we'll take the Maserati up to the car wizards and hopefully maybe bring something home. If not, we'll at least be able to check on things. Wizard!
Yes.
Hello, Wizard.
Hello.
I have brought you the Maserati and I come with good news.
Good news, huh?
Yes, I've sold the R8.
You did.
I did, yes. I sold it to Tavarish. Tavarish is buying my sloppy seconds again, which is, well, it's kind of a throwback, I
Yeah,
suppose.
that doesn't surprise me.
No, he's the pooper scooper of the YouTube car world for sure. So, okay, well, let's just go around and check on things. I know the Countach is being a Countach, right?
Yep, we're resealing that water pump flange, and also we found after we got the new clutch slave cylinder bled that the hose is bad too.
Oh,
So we got a new hose and that's installed now. He's
yeah. It's the same
working
as
on
last week. He's been over the car again.
Yep.
Always with this Countach.
The Land Rover I'll take home, and then the Beck Spider. I actually heard from Rancho Transmission they fixed the issue that was making it whine. They are
good.
sending it back, so it'll no longer be a yellow door holder for you, I guess,
right.
much longer.
And I filmed yesterday, so that's some of the remnants of my filming.
I see.
It
So,
made a good prop.
so you bought a new door for your Charger there?
Yep.
Very nice. The 308s, you've had this thing for a year and a half now?
Yeah. Well, the interior, take a look at it.
Oh, okay. Yes.
the
Oh,
covers off of it.
beautiful.
We have to finish up this, and that's it.
Yeah, so this is the Car Trek 308. One of these days.
One of these days.
And then you'll probably just sell it, right?
Probably.
The Roadmaster, I dropped off last week for an exhaust leak and check engine light, some other issues. Have you
Yep.
looked at it yet?
So check engine light was your secondary air injection pump. We got one ordered that'll solve that. Also, an oxygen sensor was bad. We got your exhaust welded up. We're waiting on a new window regulator. It occasionally works, and other times it'll just fail.
Interesting. Yeah, there was a little oil leak too. Did you see that?
Yeah, we're thinking it's in the back of the intake. We got it all cleaned off, and now we want to drive it and see where it's coming from.
Okay. Well, very good. You've been very busy.
Very busy.
And then I see the Ferrari is back on the ground and put together.
Yes, it's drivable again.
Oh, yes. The gold wheels and now the gold tips to match
Yes.
from Valvetronic. Look at that. That's a little excessive and blingy, but it is a Ferrari, right?
Right, why not?
So the mounts are on, I assume.
Yep, motor mounts, transmission mount, all the clunking is gone. We got that, you saw we hammered your cross member piece back straight again.
Okay. Well, it's okay to start?
You can start it, yes.
Okay. Just buttoning some things up, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, from an idle, it doesn't sound all that different. Oh, that's different. Whoa!
Yes.
Oh. Okay. So I got to drive this thing soon, right?
Soon. We're almost done.
So that's very, very exciting. I want to take this home, but not quite yet.
Just a few more days, we'll have it done.
Okay. Range Rover, I'll drive home. And the Car Ninja, he actually texted me and said he has the issue figured out on the Z8.
Oh, he figured it out.
Yes, I didn't bring you a BMW, obviously.
Good.
You
He's
were
the
just-
guy to figure it out.
You would just hit it.
Yeah, with a hammer.
Ninja,
You're back.
you got some news?
Yes. Give it a try.
All right. And button?
Yep.
It's making noise.
It is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it is working.
Oh, but it stops.
It does. The reason why is we had to use the BMW computer
Mm-hmm.
and your general module right here, which is yours is right here, is pretty much not communicating with the car. It's pretty much dead.
All right.
And I got one. I looked at the part numbers and pretty much it fits any BMW. So I got one from that E46 right there just to try.
Okay.
And the result is what you see
But
right now.
that one's not a convertible.
Yeah, it's a sunroof. That's why it stopped. like
Oh,
halfway.
so it doesn't do the whole. Okay,
Yeah,
so you'll get a new module and program it, and it'll work.
Yep.
That's some ninja-y there. That's impressive. Okay. So how much is the module?
Retail is $618.
So I guess I should be relieved then. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Whoa. X5M. I guess BMWs, you know, they are what they are. That's why you're a billionaire. And be sure to check out the Car Ninja for a lot of other stuff, including Ferrari tops, which I thought you said you weren't doing any more of those. What's
Well,
that?
I got mine fixed, and well, you know,
Your Nation Bob's car too?
I mean, his family, so we got.
Okay, all right. Well,
I promise this is the last one.
okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching and following me around as I am a slave to these vehicles. It never ends. Just hamster on a wheel.